Welcome to the Wear, Wag, Repeat podcast. I'm Tori Mystic, here with my dogs Lucy and Bert. Together, we're interviewing cool, creative women entrepreneurs in the pet industry. Do you dream of working alongside your dog? Then sit, stay, and listen to the latest episode to find the inspiration and resources that will help you grow your own dog-inspired business. I'm so excited to bring you this interview with a dog harness designer based in Paris, France. Her lifelong passion for dogs and history with some pretty unique rescues inspires this collection that's all handmade in Germany with 100% vegan materials. I think you'll be so inspired by the passion she has for dogs and how that translates into a really unique and fun product. PetitVoyou is a dynamic pet company that creates colorful, custom dog harnesses. The PetitVoyou brand was founded in January 2017 in Germany by Paris-based Jennifer Schweientek. The expression PetitVoyou therefore comes from France and literally translates into little rascal. Their lightweight dog harnesses are made to measure by hand in Germany, and the entire range is 100% sustainable and vegan. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Tori. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm perfect. Thank you so much for calling me.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to hear about your brand and get to know you more. We just met online, so
yes, that's true.
It's really wonderful to get to talk, and that's what I love about this podcast is people who ordinarily you would just maybe exchange a few messages, but I actually get to sit down and talk to you for half an hour, so it's really awesome.
Yes, it's amazing, and we're also so far away, but at the end, we are so close. It's nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, and what brings us all together is dogs.
Yes, that's true. We are all dog lovers. That's the best.
Absolutely. So you just started your brand in 2017, but it sounds like you've been a dog lover for a long time. Tell me a little bit about how you came to love dogs and sort of started out in this business.
Yes, actually, I'm a dog and an animal lover since I'm a little girl. I got my first dog. It was actually a Dalmatian when I was 7 years old. And after I traveled a lot, even if I was young, I know that I would love to travel around the world. And I was thinking, with a Dalmatian, it's a bit difficult. So maybe I will try to have a little dog too. So one day I saw an announcing in the paper, and there was a lady who told me, if you like, I have a little Chihuahua dog. And, I was like 14 years old. So I was like, yes, cool, my first dog. I will go there. Can I go there, mommy? And we went there. And then actually it was a bit weird because it was a dog who was a bit shy because now I understand, but when you're young, you don't understand. And so she took the dog actually from a dark place. It's like in a cave,
Mm-hmm.
And after I understood that it was a bad breeder.
Oh.
Yes, so the dog actually was just for taking or making babies. And after a couple of while, she thought, I don't need this dog anymore, so I will give her away for not much money. And when I took this dog, she was 1 week under my bed with no contact to any human. She could not go outside. She did not know any car, screen, nothing.
Aww.
So this was so special that this dog was more like my best friend. She died last year. It was the worst thing who happened really in my life because it was such an amazing relationship. Because she appreciated what I did for her. And I took her everywhere. I took her in the cinema in Paris. I took her in the restaurants. And every trip I did, she was with me. So it was a special relationship.
Right. What a transformation, too, to go from being afraid of everything to then going everywhere.
Yes, that's true. And the worst thing or a sad thing also, she was so focused on my person that another person, even my parents who lived at this moment with me at the same place, they couldn't touch her. She was really afraid.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's a good thing because she had a bad life at the beginning, but an amazing life after a couple of years after. So it's always a happy end. And I love that, to give chances that everything is going to a happy end.
I love that. That's a beautiful story. So was she one of your inspirations to start PetitVoyou?
Yes, actually, she was one of my inspiration, because after I found another Chihuahua, it was also kind of another word history. It was a lady who told me, yeah, she don't want to have her dog anymore. And I said, well, I will come. And I already had Santana, was her name.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought Muffin, and Muffin, he was a kind of disabled, but not really. But I mean, his teeth was very thin. You could see that something was going on, but I was like, oh, I will take him. We will find a solution that he will be fine to walk and everything. So when I was young, I used to put clothes on my little dogs, some dresses, some pullovers, some socks, They're like my children. So one day I was like, well, actually, it's not so comfortable for them, but I like the color. I like something soft and I like something comfortable, as I like to change my clothes. And then when I told you before, I had at least at the end 7 dogs and 7 little dogs. And each of them had his own character who makes them so special. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, come on, these are tiny dogs. They're all the same. But no, they aren't. They're so different. They have their own individual character. I was thinking I should find something where each character is connected with a harness or with a little piece of each little dog. And of course, it should be very comfortable and a good material.
Right.
Because as I'm from Germany, we take care of good quality,
Right.
So I was looking for some tissues, for some product, for some samples. Then I thought about it, because my uncle, he had a car and there was Alcantara inside. In US, it's ultra sweat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is a very nice tissue. I want to try to do some stuff with them. So I tried and I ordered some tissue from Alcantara. And then I found this wonderful company in Japan. It's one of the most successful company who does ultra sweat on their own. And I ordered them. I just ordered a little piece and I tried to do some models. I did like a step-in harness, and then I create a second one, the PV harness, to have for each need of a dog a different kind of harness.
Right. Were you sewing these yourself?
I was selling these on my own, yes. And right now I have a wonderful lady who helps me to do the dog harness, because right now I don't have the time to do everything on my own.
I know. And I think sewing is very time consuming.
Yes, it is. And she's wonderful. She has the same mindset as I do, so it fits perfectly. Yes. And then I was like, oh, well, I want something which I can change, like we change our dresses every day. And then I started to draw things, and then I started to look some statements, because I like statements. They're so, not, I won't say brutal, but they're so, yeah, come on, this is how I am. Either you love me, either you hate me,
I think that's very much like dogs, too. Dogs just kind of like are who they are and they don't care.
Exactly. I mean, they're so poor. This is what I love about each animal. They're so poor and they love us unconditionally. It's amazing. So I started to draw, and then I created some statements. And then after a while, I had my 6 patches. I was thinking, they should be on the harness. So I will start with patches that people can have their own taste, like one says looking for trouble. It's very sweet if you like to go on a boat, Everybody should have his own spirit. And I have one with a unicorn, because a lot of girls love unicorn. And the other one is really girly, but at the end it says kiss my ass, Yeah, it's a bit provocative, but it's also very sweet. And this is how I am. So I try to do something where I can be 100% behind my statements, behind my market, behind my products. And also, I'm a very environment friendly person. And this is why all my products are vegan, and they are completely cruelty free, because I take a lot of care about the environment, about the animals, and I think this is where the future should go on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to show that we are able to do really beautiful things without leather, without products who come from an animal. So this is also why I can say I'm 100% behind my mark, behind my product. And yes, this is where all the ideas came from. And also, I live in Paris and I live in Germany, so
there's lots of dogs. I was in Germany years and years ago, but I was just in Paris last year. There are dogs everywhere.
Exactly. And there are everywhere a lot of small dogs, because when you live in a big city, the people have not the huge apartments to have a big dog. And I mean, you saw Paris, we can't have a lot of space. We have to drive at least 2 hours to have a lot of space. So with a little dog, you can go in the park, they can play together. Everything is much more easier for them. So this is also the reason why I thought, I think people who will love my product, who will love my harnesses, they have little dogs, because somebody with a really big dog, maybe they would prefer like leather, something really aggressive, very scary. So PetitVoyou actually is very colorful and it's very light. My harnesses are so soft and light.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing to point out, is because you specialize in small dogs, everything's very, very light. So I was looking at what you make, and I think that it all secures with Velcro instead of buckles, because buckles might be heavier on a really small little dog.
Exactly. They are heavier and they are also less comfortable, because my dog's harness are very comfortable, very light, and they're very easy to wear. It's so fast to put them on, even in dangerous situation. You can take the harness and it will not hurt the dog. It will not hurt the dog. And if the dog maybe gets a bit more weight, it's not a problem. You have the possibility with the hook and loop pleasures to change the size.
Right, it's a little bit flexible.
Exactly, it's a little flexible. I think it's very important, because sometimes, a dog can be loose again. Even if it's 200 grams, it's huge. For a little dog, it's huge.
Right. I have Labradors, so they're really big. They don't get their hair cut, but I think sometimes like little Pomeranians or something, when they're really fluffy, maybe they need some more room, and then when they get a haircut, they want their harness tighter.
Yes, this is funny that you say that about the Pomeranians. I have actually a lot of clients have Pomeranians, and they love them. It's always so funny, because people ask them, where did you find this harness? And they say, how can you even see that they have a harness? It's so fluffy. Come on. But I mean, if they choose a pink one, actually, you can see that some Pomeranians have so much hair. It's amazing that even people can see that they have still a harness on.
Well, they need to wear something.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt the interview, but I want to tell you about an online summit happening this July, designed just for petpreneurs like us. The Empowered Petpreneur is an interview series that will teach you how to feel at ease while confidently running and growing a successful pet business. There's about 20 experts on board, including me, and it's all being led by Michaela Samuels of Pet Marketing Unleashed. You'll get our expert advice on all the business topics you need to know about, from social media and branding to Facebook ads and blogging, plus a ton more. The best part of this series is that it is totally free. That's right, Free. To get access, just go to bit.ly/EP all access, and Michaela will make sure you're all set to go. That's bit.ly/EP all access. The EP stands for Empowered Petpreneur, because that is what you are, girl. Okay, so you have two different harness styles. You have the step-in one, which I think is a style that we see around a lot, but then you also have another one called the PV harness. And how did you decide to come up with 2 different styles? Are they sort of like for 2 different dogs?
Yes, actually, the ideas come from Santana, for example. She had not a typical body for a Chihuahua. So her body was a bit more like, I won't say pit bull, but she was like very muscular,
Okay.
Oh no, a step-in harness won't fix her very well. So I was like, maybe there is something I could create that it's better for her, because as she was very, very scared, she was not sure to walk on the street, and this is why I created the PV harness. Actually, with the PV harness, a dog feel very safe because they can't pull around the shoulder and about the neck. It's not possible. It's very light about the body. So even if there is one scary situation, you can take the harness with your hand and with the dog, and it will not hurt the dog.
Right.
Yeah, this is why actually I created the PV harness. And the step-in harness, it's for dogs who are used to have a harness. I mean, you put it on the floor, you take the foot behind, the 2 foot, and you close it around the neck. This is not a problem. It's also very fast. But, sometimes they are dog a bit afraid if you put them something on. And with the PV harness, everything is open. They also have the hook and loop pleasures.
Mm-hmm.
So you can even take them in the arms and you close it easily without no stress. Because my other dogs, they were very scared when you touch
Their
them
belly.
and the belly.
Mm-hmm.
Was like, okay, they have something else for really sensible dogs. And the PV harness is really, really good for sensible dogs. And the step-in harness is really good for dogs who are not scared to have something on the belly where you put it on. So I created these different kind of dog harnesses.
Yeah, it's very unique. I haven't really seen too many like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I like it. I mean, at the end, everybody decides what they prefer for the design, for the styling. But I like to tell my clients or people who are interested, look what type is your dog? How is the character of your dog? And then I can tell you if maybe you can choose the PV harness or the step-in harness. Because sometimes it's not all about how it looks. It should be perfectly for each dog, you know?
Right. I want to know, so your business, you started it in 2017, early 2017. How have you gone about getting the word out? Because you're still new, but you said you have customers who their dogs are wearing the harnesses and people ask about them, so there's word of mouth. But what else do you do to market your brand?
In Germany, we used to have a lot of groups with each kind of dogs. For example, here in my area, I always go out with the dogs, and there are a lot of other people who have Chihuahuas. Just for example, there are 30 people with Chihuahuas, and we have a nice walk, and then they are curious. They want to see my harnesses, and they can already try them. They can see them. They can feel them. Because for my product, actually, I found out it's very important to see and feel them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the photos, you see how they are, but you can't feel them, how soft and how light they are. So when I'm with the people directly, I say, try it, do what you want. I have no problem because it's so easy to clean. I say, go with the dog at the beach. Do it, try it. Because even if the harness is wet, perfect in the summer. It keeps your dog cold. In the winter, it keeps your dog warm. This is the perfectly thing from Ultrasweat. This makes this product so special. You can clean it with 30 degrees, no problem. So they try it and they buy it directly. And other people will see them. Oh, I like them. Where did you bought that? It's like really connecting to people directly. At the other hand, I have a Instagram account where I share pictures, where I share a connection with other dog people. Right now, I'm in the book. There was a lady who asked me if I would like to be in the book because she liked my pictures from Paris and the dog and the product. I said, yes, why not? Of course.
Sure.
Yeah, and right now, actually, I'm in Europe, but I have a lot of people from the United States who are really interested to sell our products or to buy our products for their own. And this year I focused to get connection with the American market, actually.
Yeah. Are you currently carried in stores in Europe or just on the website?
Right now, just on the website. but we are trying and we have some conversations who are not finished yet to be in dog shops in the city and also in the United States.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
But a lot of your harnesses are custom made to order, so it makes sense to do it on the website, I guess.
Exactly. There will be a good concept because, at the website, there are examples for all of our dog harnesses, but you can, of course, choose your own ultraset color and your own blade color and the patches. It's 100% on your taste if you don't find the color you like already on your homepage. And when the product will be in the dog shop, in the United States or in Europe, there will be also a solution where it can still be custom made.
Oh, nice.
Yes, because I think it's very important. I want that every client is happy, that it fits well, that this is just for me. It should be a special harness for each dog owner.
Yes, and it fits your dog's personality.
Exactly. So there will be a solution that you can still have your custom-made harness even if it's in the dog shop.
I love that. And I think also what tends to happen in my online shop, I only have like 3 different styles, 3 different patterns of collars. And inevitably, when I meet someone, they'll say, do you have a pink one? Or do you have a black one? Or whatever. Everyone always wants the thing that you don't have.
Yes,
if you're making it all custom, then they can have what they want.
Yes, that's true. Right now we have 6 colors and 33 blade colors. So I'm pretty sure everybody will find his own taste. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so. I love when you talk about connecting with people on dog walks or at the park or around town or whatever. I actually just wrote a blog post on my site about how to start a pet business. And one of the things was that what's so great about pet businesses is that there's still this in-person component. You know, when you see dogs using something or you talk to people at the dog park, I think in other industries, so much of it is online only and you don't really like talk to other people. But what's great about the dog world is that we really do talk to each other.
That's true because we share the same passion and this what makes so special. I mean, when I talk to people, I consider them as a friend because they share the same passion as I do. So I really want to be sure that they're happy and that dog is happy because this is all about that our babies are happy.
It's very true. So speaking of your babies, you have 2 dogs now.
Yes, right now I have 2 dogs, 2 Chihuahuas.
Tell us about them.
They're kind of amazing, but I'm pretty sure every dog owner says it about their own dogs.
Of course.
So, yes, my one dog, his name is Carl, and the other name is Nuni. Carl is the Chihuahua who has the long hair, who is very active. I never seen a little dog where you can walk 5 hours and he's never lazy or tired. He's always excited. And I think sometimes he kind of spoiled because he's everywhere with me. When I'm in Paris, I mean, he is also at the cinema. He is at the restaurants. He's in the opera. Yes, opera. So it's wow. I shouldn't say that, but I will say it. So, I mean, I just have to take my shoes on and he says, okay, where are we going, mommy? I'm ready.
I love it.
Yes, and something is so wonderful about him. He always have his harness on, but nearly never the leash because he's listening very, very well.
I think that's very common in Europe, too, that a lot of dogs you'll see on the sidewalks don't have leashes.
Yes, but normally, in my experience, these are always the big dogs.
Yeah.
Who has no leash. The little ones normally should have a leash because they're not always listening. And sometimes it can be very dangerous when a little dog is not listening and he goes to a big dog. I mean, it's really dangerous. You should just do it if your dog is really listening.
Yeah.
Because with Carl, I can do it. I really trust him. He trusts me. It's an amazing relationship. But my other dog, Nuni, he's very sensitive. There are two from Paris. They are Parisian dogs, Frenchies, even if they are Chihuahuas. So when I got Nuni, it's actually weird. Sometimes I think I have just weird histories with my dogs, but it's also how it is. So when I bought him, I asked her, "Why do you sell him? What's wrong?" And she told me, "Oh, he loves me too much. I can't handle it. He goes with me everywhere, in the toilet, in the shower. I don't like that. He should be more independent."
No.
Really? Really? She told me that. I was, oh, come on. I can't believe that.
Well, you should come over to my house because I have two huge dogs that follow me everywhere.
Yes, you see? I mean, come on, they're our babies. They want to be with us all the time. I love that. So I was, okay, this is weird. I think I can handle it. I like dogs who are not so independent. They want their mommy all the time. So, okay,
Yeah.
let's give it a try, And I mean, she was right. When he's with me in Paris, he's taking the shower with me. Really, he's going in the water inside. Really, everywhere he's with me. Shower, toilet, I don't know where, everywhere.
That's so cute.
Yes, he is so cute. Really, it's the white Chihuahua you can see on my homepage also, the white one.
Yeah.
He with black eyes, and he's so cute. He's amazing. He's a really mommy dog. And Carl he wants to have action. He wants to walk all the time. They too are amazing. They're really, really good dogs. And I would like to adopt other little dogs, but it's not the time right now. But in the future, I will do that because they give so much love and joy if they have a second chance. Yeah, that will be my next project.
I'm sure you'll find one soon.
Yes, I think so too.
Well, this time has just flown by, but before we go, do you have any advice for someone who is thinking of starting their own pet business?
Yes, of course. In my own experience, I can say you should always be surrounded with positive people. It helps you a lot. It makes you stronger. And sometimes, it's really hard. I mean, you have to work from Monday until Sunday. You never have a day off. So you should considering it, and you should really, really love it, because if you really love something and you're really passionate about something, one day it won't be work. It won't be just fulfilling your life with something productive you share with all over the world. And second one, you should also be surrounded with good mentors, because it helps you to listen to positive people, to people who started where you are right now, and when you see in 2 or 3 years they had so much success because they did this, it makes you really stronger than you are already, because you should be strong and you should be a dreamer, because sometimes you have always new ideas, but you have to learn everything has its own steps. So never give up, believe in your dreams, and be surrounded with positive people.
I love it. I think that's wonderful advice.
Oh, thank you.
Jennifer, tell everyone where they can find you and PetitVoyou online.
Yes, so you can order our wonderful dog harness at www.petitvoyou.com. And also we have an Instagram account which is called PetitVoyou Official. And we have also a Facebook page where you can come in our group. There you can type PetitVoyou and you already find us. And if you're more interested about myself, if you want to ask me some question, you can find me also in Facebook. My name is Jennifer Schwientek.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jennifer. This has been really fun.
Yes, it was amazing. Thank you so much for giving me this possibility. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for listening to the Wear, Wag, Repeat podcast. You can fetch show notes at wearwagrepeat.com. If you like what you hear, please hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, we'll see you around the dog park.